Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones 4.0. Okay, so yeah, this is probably going to be another one of those episodes. I haven't checked the diplomacy screen in quite some time. I've been off screen for, I believe, an in-game month. I think. I don't really take too much notice of the time that passes in the game because, well, most of the time doesn't have any kind of meaning. However, we have been doing quite a few improvements to our town and to our castle, and I'm going to show you what's going on with that when we get around to going over there. But at the moment we're doing this tournament in MYR, and hopefully we're going to be able to win this. There isn't anything too spectacular for winning it. However, I have been doing as many tournaments as I could get my hands on because we of course want to retake that top spot away from Mr. Ario Hota, and he's absolutely beasting in that regard, so I'm actually very much wanting to dethrone him, because otherwise he's just going to remain on top for the majority of the time. And until we get around to actually attacking Dawn and being able to declare war against them, we're going to have to make sure that we fight against him as best as we can in our own special way, which is of course to do what we're doing here. Just shot my own guy in the, well, oh, okay, apparently twice in a row. It's such a classic, isn't it? Oh, he's still alive. No, he's dead now. Okay, yep, sorry about that, sir. Oh my god. He's not pleased. Okay, straight faces, everyone, straight faces. No smiling. No laughing, certainly not. No, straight faces. He's coming. Oh, don't worry. No. No one shot you in the back, sir. And you can just imagine the look on his face, can't you? You can just imagine how disgruntled he would be if I literally... Oh no, he's playing with me again. Oh, hello. Oh dear. Well, he's just saying to himself now, thank you very much for not having thrown weapons, Elias, because let's face it, if I were to have thrown weapons, I'm sure there is some way I would find to hit my own teammate. That sounds like the best possible course of action, doesn't it? Yes, let me try to sabotage my own efforts in achieving victory here. Yeah. Anyway, I've actually figured out a pretty nice way of doing tournaments and making it so that the AI doesn't really block as much. And that's kind of to lower my guard and just kind of use my improved athleticism. Because I actually have a pretty decent amount of athletics. And, well, as you could quite clearly tell there, I was able to outrange quite a few of the slashes that our opponent was unleashing. And that actually makes a pretty big difference. Oh yeah, I did also improve my smithing quite a bit as well. As you can see, my money situation has not really recovered from our wonderful backstabbing friend in the previous episode. I won't spoil in case you didn't see that episode, but you should probably take a look at it because it is absolutely infuriating. And well, yeah, in my opinion, that kind of thing needs to be changed. But you know, again, it's just my own personal gripe, I suppose. Anyway, there is not a tournament. There is a quest that we want to do here, which is the escort merchant caravan quest. I don't know how this is going to go. But every single merchant caravan quest that I've taken so far has ended after one stop. So I'm actually wondering whether the ones that you get to do in Targaryen territory are not that extensive. And if that is indeed the case, then that means that we should probably just take quests over there, and that's pretty much it. And, oh yeah, by the way, my clan leveled up as well, so we now have 183 party capacity. I leveled up literally by doing tournaments, and by doing a couple of merchant caravan quests, you know, caravan ambushes. I did do a couple of hideout clear-outs and stuff like that, hideout eliminations, because someone very rightfully said that if I were to eliminate the hideouts in the area, I'm going to have a much easier time of improving the security of our fiefs. And well, you know, it is pretty obvious, but thank you very much for letting me know about that as well, because let's face it, sometimes I do forget all of the facets of the game that you're going to need to keep on top of. There are so many different things and so many ways that you can do them that sometimes I'm going to forget 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 or, you know, never mind. Anyway, yeah, that kind of thing does happen. And yeah, well, I'm just saying thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Anyway, we're just going to take as much food as I can get my hands on. I don't need any grain right now, I don't think. We'll just buy a little bit of grain. Why not? And they're going to go in here. I actually wonder whether this is the final stop. No, it is not. But this is what's really funny about doing escort merchant caravan quests in Essos, or more specifically in Volantis territory. Because if you do these things in Volantis territory, you have 4 towns with which you can go to. And it actually makes things almost trivial in the process of doing it, because if you just take a look at how many towns they actually have, it's absolutely enormous. They have, what, 4 or 5 towns in the immediate vicinity, and if the caravan knows what's good, then they're basically just going to go straight there. They're going to go to every single one of these towns, and they're going to be able to do some pretty amazing efficiency. And that's exactly what's happened. And it's actually incredible. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm actually pretty good with a spear in tournaments. I'm kind of surprised actually about that, to be honest. I seem to mostly get headshots with my spear. And it's kind of weird because generally I wouldn't have expected that in a million years. If you told me, I don't know, what, 5 years ago, just before Bannerlord came out. I mean, obviously Bannerlord came out 2020, right? I think it came out in 2020. Anyway, yeah, if you told me that it was going to be, you know, 5 years ago, if you told me I was going to be actually good at using spears in the next iteration of Mount and Blade, then I'd be like, oh, okay, who's gone to the Twilight Zone now? Certainly not me. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. You know, it's a bit weird. Obviously, I'm not being that accurate right now, which is kind of sad. But I can just do so much damage with this spear by aiming for the head, because obviously I have that perk, right? I have that perk that actually provides me with additional damage when we hit someone in the head with a spear or lance or something like that, and it really makes a huge difference. I actually feel kind of sad when we're not using a polearm in these tournaments, and it's actually weird, because usually I'd be like, nah, I really don't like fighting with you know, with polearms. It's kind of annoying, you know, that kind of thing. But no, it's actually a lot more fun for me than being on foot, which is real weird, because I never would have said that before. You know, as I say, 5 years ago, before Bannerlord came out, I would have been like, no, give me that one-handed and shield, please. But nowadays, no, give me that polearm. Give me that polearm, give me that spear, whatever it is. Give me those thrown weapons. I mean, really, I would never have expected me to actually be any good at using thrown weapons either, but that's what I said to someone actually in the comments. I replied to them and I said, because they were saying that they're not really good at polearms and things. And I was just saying, hey, you know what? I suck with a lot of stuff, right? I suck with a lot of weapons. And I think the main reason why I've actually become a little better, at least in my own opinion, is that I just challenged myself to do those kinds of things. Because obviously sometimes it's kind of fun to do a bit of a challenge run, to basically be like, I'm going to use only this kind of weapon type. And doing that kind of thing really makes a huge difference to your overall you know, player skill, because it's not just about your character skill. It's about your own player skill with that particular weapon. And if you use the overhead attack with a spear and you have that perk, they could just say goodnight. They are literally going to have huge problems dealing with you, because you're just going to be able to hit them in the face. You're going to do 50% additional damage as a result of that perk. And it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that that is going to be a kill, no matter what. And even if you are in a tournament and you're hitting someone for, I don't know, 30 or 40 damage, you can imagine what it is without that perk. You see, it's going to be significantly less, and it just makes so much difference. So what I would say to those of you that may also be having some issues with, I don't know, a particular weapon type, just challenge yourself to play for a certain period of time, and you don't have to do a full playthrough or anything like that, but you may want to, because let's face it, maybe it ends up being extremely fun for you, you know, because that's actually one of the things that I actually grew to really love, thrown weapons most specifically, and it was due to the Berserker series, because the Berserker series I made the decision to play with the two-handed and thrown weapons only. So no shield, nothing like that. Try to move around as fast as I possibly could. You know, those kinds of things. And I was also using My Little Warband to create my own... What's actually going on with my shield? Why did my shield get unequipped right there? I have no idea. Anyway, I was using My Little Warband to create my own Berserker type units. And so I was recruiting those guys, and I was eventually having... what was it now? 280 or something in thrown weapons or something like that. I had the final perk, and it was just an absolute whale of a time. And that's the kind of thing I'm recommending to you, or suggesting to you to do as well. Because if you are particularly bad with something, what's the best way to get better at it? Well, just to use it over and over again. And if you're forced into it due to a certain theme, then you've got to kind of learn to be better at it, and learn what kind of encounters are actually going to be beneficial to you in the long run. Because, for example, let's say that I had a spear in this situation, and I'm in a siege. You know, let's say I'm one-on-one or one-on-many in a siege, and I have a spear, and I'm up against a bunch of guys, and they have shields and swords, and it's basically going to be like, nope, this is not an enjoyable experience. Because, yeah, of course it's not going to be an enjoyable experience, because you're literally in a situation that spears don't do very well at, not unless you're really good with using that weapon. I'm not in those situations, no way. But that's where the spear doesn't really shine. But the spear is so good when you get onto a mount, and you are able to get those headshots, and you're able to pick off those archers and various other units on the field of battle. That can really make a huge difference. But for a siege, obviously not. So I'm just saying, you can yourself become a lot better at basically anything you want to. Look at me, you know, if I can do that, right? If I can do that, and I can become good with thrown weapons, or relatively decent at thrown weapons at least, then I think you can pretty much do anything as well, you know. That is how things go, you know. It's just a matter of practice. These raiders are coming up here. Let's try and murder them as best we can. And wow, I have way too many prisoners right now too. I actually feel like, wait a minute, did I see a manual labor request just now? I'm actually not entirely sure. Anyway, we have a bunch of these guys. I did actually get some more war mounts as well. I've actually been stopping by basically every single war mount. Oh, look at that. There we go. The merchant caravan. The merchant caravan literally just stopped where it was and just ran in the opposite direction and completed the quest for us. So there we go. We actually gained 8,000 in cash, which I suppose is pretty good. And we also got the Castellan's office built in Demon's Gate, which is very nice. So I'm actually going to be heading back there right away, because I'd actually like to show you some of the improvements that we've got going there. Although, to be fair, there haven't been that many. But, oh, there's another tournament, not another tournament, another hideout here again? I literally just cleared out one. Okay. Not sure what's going on with that. Anyway, so, yeah, I basically got the Castellan's office because I wanted to reduce the amount of garrison wages, because that's going to enable me to make more money over time. Obviously, there is more tax income that we could potentially go for here. That's 18 days. Not sure if I really want to do that. 18 days. Okay, apparently 18 days is the thing that we're going to have to go for here. And I'm guessing I should probably go for the granary, right? I should probably go for the granary a little bit here. So let's do that. And do I have prisoners still? I think I still have these. Yeah, I still have these prisoners. Oh, no. Okay, is there a task over here? Yeah, there is. Okay, so there is a task over here. Please cross your fingers, everyone. Nope. Okay, that didn't work. That did not work. Okay, no manual labor request, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to make our way over to maybe the Salt Village has the manual labor request. Let's be lucky. Nope. Okay, not gonna be lucky here apparently. Very sad indeed. Is there a quest over there? I can't be bothered to go over there, to be honest. 5,000 for the prisoners. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Escort merchant caravan quest. Take all those guys prisoner. You're going to have a whale of a time getting so much cash from that. But yeah, we have a lot of loot as well. I actually also did a smithing order. I did a smithing order, and I was actually able to fulfill the customer's criteria. Unfortunately, the weapon itself turned out to be worse than I wanted because I actually rolled really badly on its stats because it was a higher difficulty than what I had. But the customer was actually pretty understanding about it apparently, and actually didn't really mind that it was slightly lower quality, and I still got the full amount of money. It was only for 2,200 or something like that, but I was able to unlock a huge amount of weapon parts, which I was really pleased about, because of course unlocking weapon parts is one of the things that I'm kind of falling behind at, because obviously I'm not really doing that much smelting or anything at the moment, because I need to respec before I do that, of course. But I have started to actually convert a huge amount of my resources into higher tier resources, and that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. So yeah, that kind of thing is definitely going to make a huge difference in the long run. I think we have a significant amount of fine steel now as well, and that's the only reason why I was actually able to create a sword that would actually fulfill the criteria of that person that we were doing the order for. So yeah, as I say, it really makes a huge difference to kind of hoard all of these resources and try to make the best of them. Anyway, I'm just going to show you exactly what's going on at my town as well, because we do actually have a couple of things being upgraded there. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's actually done. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I'm wasting time, aren't I? Okay, that's pretty terrible. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we have 89 in loyalty, which is really kind of crazy. And I'd love to go for some fairgrounds. I'd love to go for the fairgrounds. It's going to take 20 days. Nice. Okay, that's really good. Actually, should we just, you know what? Should we go for the workshops instead? It's going to take 28 days though. I'm going to go for the fairgrounds first, just to make sure that we don't lose as much loyalty over time as we necessarily would do. And oh yeah, by the way, technically we do not need a governor, but there is a mod by the name of what is it called now? It's called something like Governors Fix Issues or something along those lines. And as far as I'm aware, what they do is they actually go and they complete tasks for you. I'm actually not entirely sure, but someone recommended that mod to me a while ago, and I've actually been meaning to get it because it sounds super cool, and it might actually help us out a great deal. So maybe we'll be able to get that. I don't know, but yeah, at the moment, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I will do it at some point. Anyway, here we go. Let's actually just take a quick look. I don't have much charcoal. You can see here I'm at 93 smithing now, which is okay, I guess. And we can actually make some fine steel here now as well. We're getting a pretty good amount of experience from doing that. And what's wonderful is that I now have that better time mod, and it's making things much easier for me when it comes to waiting for the smithy. As you can see, we're back up to 100% in energy. But now I have no charcoal to speak of whatsoever, so I'm going to have to go into the trade screen here and maybe buy some. 5. Right, okay. That is not what I was hoping for, that's for sure. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so unfortunately there doesn't seem to be anything to really do here, so what do you say we actually declare war against someone? We might be able to get some war against the Dothraki Horde. I think that would actually be quite fun. Is there anyone else that we might be able to do battle with? Valantis has a 36%. Lys actually has 73%. I'm thinking we might... Oh, hello. Aha. Oh, hello. Okay, there's a bunch with 93% here. Two factions with 92 and 93%. That is looking real fun. All right. I think we're going to go for MYR right here. The problem with this is that I think you can see the problem already. They're very far away. I don't know how effective House Targaryen is going to be from fighting from such a large distance. But we're going to try it. No one seems to be opposing the war, so we might as well go and declare it. and let's see what happens. Okay, so MYR is, as you can see, all the way over there. I'm very much hoping that we might be able to make a good go of things. I have a pretty significant army. The first thing that I actually want to do, though, is I want to go into here and actually buy some food. We need to get some more fish. Don't actually have a huge amount of fish, I don't believe. Oh yeah, I should probably get rid of all this stuff as well, shouldn't I? Let's get rid of these tools, the flax, the velvet. Got all of these from attacking something. I'm actually not entirely sure where these are all from, but apparently I have a bunch of them. Let's get rid of the salt, the raw silk. Anything else? No, there doesn't seem to be anything else. Okay, so yeah. Now, how much fish do I have? Okay, 92. Let's just do this, and then we'll buy all the rest. There we have it. Okay, sounds pretty good to me. Oh yeah, by the way, horses. Horses are doing pretty well for me right now. As you can see, I actually have a Kossian here. Not sure if it's going to duplicate it. I'm kind of hoping that it will duplicate it at some point, so that's kind of the reason why I'm keeping it in my inventory. But I do need to get rid of some of these saddles here, so that's exactly what I'm going to do now. And then we'll move on, and we'll finally get into a battle. Now, I know that quite a few of you actually are very supportive, and I really appreciate that, actually, because obviously I can't always determine what the game is going to do, you know? Sometimes I'm gonna have to do some of this stuff, and if I want to produce an episode every single day, which is kind of what I'm trying to do at the moment, then I kind of need to include some of this off-screen stuff. Alright, so upon entering Myrish territory, we come across the first town, and it has around 600 units in the garrison there. Otherwise, the other one, which is no doubt their capital, has around 600 as well. So that seems like pretty doable, actually. Pretty doable. Where are their castles, by the way? Ah, there is one over there. Okay, let's actually see whether we might be able to bait out a couple of enemies. We might be able to actually make that work. 358 in the garrison. We might be able to do it. As you can see, my combat strength is not bad. It's actually okay. Don't know what kind of garrison they have. Oh, hello. Well, that's a pretty significant fight, isn't it? Oh, yes, okay. I don't think I can really win against over 1,000 enemies. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but we can only hope that maybe House Targaryen will actually start sending some people towards us, and we might actually be able to work with them. Now, I have to be a little bit cautious here because obviously I really want to make sure that we don't get taken prisoner. If I get taken prisoner, all of my companions are going to get scattered to the wind. It's going to be a very difficult situation to recover from, although, to be fair, I do have quite a few of my units stationed in my garrisons. And that, of course, can give me a slight backup force. I do have 83,000 gold, so I could potentially get another 50 unsullied if I wanted to. But obviously that would then take us way down in terms of our money situation. And I'm kind of, right now, what I'm doing is I'm just wasting these guys' time. I'm just trying to, yep, there we go. That's exactly what I was waiting for. Maybe, just maybe, I can get something going here. Gonna have to be super careful though. Yeah, here we go. Hello there. Oh, you're chasing me? Are you serious? Do you want to fight? You want to fight? Alright, yeah, this seems pretty good. Let's do this. Go, get him. Yeah, there we go. Alright, this is absolutely perfect. Oh, no. I expect you to surrender should you lose. Oh, hello. Okay, let's do it. Okay, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna... Okay, he's gonna just fight straight up. Okay, this is gonna be a bit problematic for me, I think. Or not. Alright, that was fun. That was real fun. Okay, so that basically means that he is now done. Let's capture him. I'm actually going to take him prisoner as well. Gain some renown and influence and all that stuff. And we can also... We just capture his entire army. That is hilarious. Okay, yeah, so we're going to do that. Just capture his entire army. I'm just going to take the meat, I guess. I think that sounds like the best possible idea. And now we can actually fight these guys. Or we could just run away. Because I think I might... Oh, dear. Okay, we're going to have some issues here. Wait a minute. Allow us safe passage? Why? You know what? Should I... you know what? Okay. I'm going to defeat him just so that he's not actually on the battlefield. Oh, he's pulling out his crossbow. Oh, okay. Hello. Okay, I've got to be a bit careful here with this fella then. I wonder whether he can kill me with this in one shot. Do you think he can actually kill me in one shot? Hopefully not. There we go. Nice little neck shot right there. Technically he'd be dead right now, you know, if it was a real situation. If I shot him in the neck, I mean, really. Anyway, let's, technically I can leave now. Yes. Okay. Because I won the duel, so technically that's what I got from that, which is actually pretty significant. Ah, hello there. Okay, one of them actually left. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, let's see. No, I don't really care about that. Is he actually? Did he recover? Did he recover that fast? Okay, you know what? I don't really care about the duel. Okay, let's just take a quick look here. What do they have? They don't really have anything amazing. This guy is the only one with anything super, super good. And as you can see, he has Myrish Artisans of War. I believe those are their crossbow units, their special noble upgrade crossbow units. And they also have a bunch of Myrish cavalry, but that's pretty much it. We have a literal 93 Unsullied. I am wholeheartedly assuming to win this, but you know how it goes. Sometimes, you know, how you think it's going to go is not how it actually goes. So, okay, wait a minute. This might be a bit of a problematic situation. It is so incredibly dense. Kind of weird. Alright, well, we'll just do the shield wall with our Unsullied here. And we'll tell my cavalry to follow me. Tell every single cavalry to follow me. And then we're literally just going to pepper them a little bit with some arrows. And we're going to move my troops a little bit closer here, move my archers around like so. And we'll just see what happens. Because I'm assuming that the Unsullied will be able to handle themselves against some random cavalry. But I kind of need to support them when they're being peppered by crossbow bolts. I don't know how effective the crossbow actually is of the enemy. They're probably going to be quite dangerous. But yeah, you can see here exactly what's happening. The cavalry are charging into our Unsullied. Probably not the best idea for them to do that, all things considered, but it's their choice. It is their choice. And maybe I can actually eliminate some of these people so that it is a little bit less annoying for our people to handle and deal with. Okay, not bad. Okay, that's absolutely fine. How many, I don't even know how many archers they have. I don't think they have too many. Oh, here we go. Okay, so should we just tell my Unsullied to charge in, or are they just going to fight? Are they actually fighting properly? They're using spears. Ah, that might be a bit of an issue. Yeah, that might be a bit of an issue. Okay, I'm just going to actually charge everyone that I can. Oh no, I'm going to die as well. Oh, please don't die. That would be so bad. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're actually starting to overrun them. Oh, I see. So, maybe should I just order them not to use spears? I actually don't even know whether I can order them not to use spears, to be honest. Okay, so far so good. Seems like they're actually running. That's great. One of the major problems now is literally just going to be the fact that they have so many ranged units. As you can see, they have 68. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty harsh. Oh no, I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm gonna die so incredibly easily if we just do that. Oh no. Okay, you know what? Yep, there you go. That's kind of what I thought would happen. Oh no. Oh well, okay. We can only just hope that we have enough cavalry to be able to disrupt the enemy's archers. And I think we do. I think we do. Let's just see if that is indeed the case. Yeah, I think we are going to achieve victory here, but this was a pretty harsh one. This was a pretty harsh one. We were outnumbered, and how many did we actually end up losing? Not even that much. We only lost 43 units. Okay, 23 of those were Unsullied. As you can see, the Unsullied got 117 kills. I was kind of hoping that they would get a bit more than that, considering we have so many of them on the battlefield, but they didn't. And my House Targaryen squires and the captain of the Queen's Guards, they were the ones that were actually getting most of the kills, apart from the Unsullied. But I would expect the Unsullied to get quite a few, considering there's so many of them. Anyway, we're going to be taking this guy prisoner. We got 81 influence for that as well. Take this guy prisoner too. Take this guy prisoner as well. And we have basically no space for prisoners. So we're just going to be doing this. There we go, and we'll just take all of them, and there we have it. Okay, that's pretty much all I can do. Now we're going to have to be super careful, and that's going to mean that we need to run away very slowly, very surely. I mean, I can't really determine how slowly we can run away, to be honest, because I am in enemy territory here. And let's just hope everything works. I don't want to get attacked by this guy if I can help it, please. Okay, no, we seem to be fine. Yes. We made it. Okay, we actually escaped. That's pretty good. Alright. Perfect. Okay, so we did eliminate quite a few, and I bet that's a manual labor request right there. What do you bet? I think it is. Yeah, anyway, we were managing to achieve victory. We got a pretty significant amount of renown, good amounts of influence as well, and obviously we took a bunch of them prisoner, which is obviously the main goal there, so that House Targaryen might even be able to you know, go and attack something. I think that would be quite nice. Let's go into Illyria right here, because I want to actually donate these into the dungeon. Let's just do, I'm not going to do the regular troops, just going to do these guys. Hopefully they won't escape too easily. And as you can see, look at the amount of relation we just gained from that. Super, super good there. And we can also just ransom the other people. There we go. Okay, so these fellows can now level up into squires, which is obviously nice, and we can otherwise just take a bunch of these. Let's get that and that. 12 horses being used there as well. And let's make our way over to Tolos here, and we will see what kind of things are going on in our town. Okay, so yeah, the fairgrounds is actually almost done. Only 3 days remaining on that, which is actually fantastic. And yeah, I might as well and go and get... That's the thing. Should I even bother going to get more Unsullied? Because it feels to me like they're not that good. Because they have one-handed weapons, I think. Don't they have... now I'm wondering. Now I'm wondering whether they have one-handed weapons. Yes, they do. They do have one-handed weapons, but they don't use them. So what I actually need to figure out is whether I can actually give them an order to use their one-handed weapons rather than use their spears. Because I can wholeheartedly assume they are going to be amazing if we just force them into using one-handed instead of spears. Because I don't know whether you noticed, but when the enemy's infantry was attacking us, they were capable of basically just murdering the Unsullied because they were attempting to use spears against them. You see? The Unsullied were using spears against the opponent. And that was really not very helpful at all. So I was kind of hoping that maybe we could do something about that. So I guess we'll... I'm going to try it out next time and see if I can actually do something with it. But otherwise, apart from that, that's going to be it for this episode. Hopefully next time we'll be able to capture something. There are 5 fiefs up for grabs, and hopefully we'll be able to get one of them at least. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.